Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another ranking with H-Man, and we're doing the Silent Hill series. Sorry, I was just getting into the vibe. Okay, so this is an interesting one because I think how I rank this is going to be very different to what a lot of casual Silent Hill fans and even maybe hardcore Silent Hill fans and even newcomer Silent Hill fans. I don't think I agree with any of them, you know, 90%, 80% even. I think I've just got a very peculiar taste with this franchise. So before we start our ranking, let me just preface here that the thing I love about the Silent Hill games is the psychological story elements to it. Gameplay, for me, I found lackluster in most of it, and that doesn't mean that I necessarily think the new ways gameplay is delivered is better in any regard, as we're going to find out. We'll see where I rank it. So you'll notice that has a heavy influence over where I put things. Okay, so let's just go for it, shall we? First, Silent Hill. Okay, first Silent Hill, funnily enough, I don't think is the best in the series. So if it's not the best, I can't put it S. Its originality and everything it does right. It'd be really funny if I put it B. I don't. It's not B. Oh, I don't know. I'll put it A. A is a safe bet. Like, conceptually, it's so good, but I feel the first part of the game is the strongest, and then it just kind of goes downhill, especially towards, I think, after the whole what's that part where you're in the funfair ground and the police lady, Sybil, I believe her name is possessed. That's kind of all building up to stuff, and then after that it's just a little all over the place, and by the time I think I got after all the puzzles and back and forth and this door doesn't open and what the fuck, where do I go, I think I got to the ending and it was like, oh yeah, I forgot there's a story. I mean, I don't want to spoil it too much for people who haven't played it, but yeah, there's some really cool elements in it, and that's why, it spawned such an amazing series. I just don't think it's a perfect game, if I'm honest. If I'm completely honest, it's so good, but it's not perfect, so I can't put it as rank. Okay, now what do we have here? Silent Hill 2. Ooh, now this one, look, gameplay, not that good, but everything else, boom, easily, boom, S rank. It's better than the first one in a lot of ways because it takes a deeper dive into a deeper psychological element, which now the whole series is known for. So, and in fact, I actually, if the movie was here, but it's not, these are the games, the movie itself is like a perfect combination of these two. There's some elements of the third one, and that's why I actually quite love that movie. It takes the best of both worlds, and I completely disregard what the purists say about Pyramid Head. To me, it's nothing more than an archetype, and archetypes exist in many dimensions, many different frequencies. People don't say that Nemesis just belongs to Resident Evil. Nemesis is an archetype, my friend, and Pyramid Head is also. So anyway, yeah, 2, it goes there because psychological elements, music as well. Like, the music in the first one's amazing, music in 2, oh my gosh, So yeah, I have to put it there. Okay. Again, these like little quick reviews. I can't really go too deep into them. But if you want me to do any full reviews on these series, I mainly go, story-wise. That's the thing that always draws me most in my reviews. I've already done a kind of overview of Homecoming. But if you want me to do others, let me know. Happy to do that if I get some time. Funny, I've got the soundtrack to 4 playing in the background. Okay, Silent Hill 3. Now, this is where it gets a little controversial, but I'm going to have to put you... Don't hate me for this. Oh. You know what? I'll go B, and I might change it later. The truth is, I didn't enjoy this game that much. You know, I think there's some parts I really freaking like when she discovers her father and that situation. Awesome. And the delivery after that, amazing. And the mirror scene, fucking hell, that's creepy, right? So look, got a lot going for it, you know, but overall, I just didn't think I enjoyed it that much, you know. Some of the enemies really pissed me off, like the one that's like I don't want to hear that shit, you know. And I remember when I first played it, I was in my like a shared accommodation flat, right? And it's loud and crazy, and I'd want to play at night, so then I'd have to put my earphones on so I don't like distract people and that. And then you've got that blaring in your ears over and over again. It's not that fun. So the enemies kind of pissed me off, and I think that's why this one's probably not up there with the others. It might even drop more. I don't know, because I've got one coming up that some people might be a bit weirded out by. Okay, so The Room. Now, The Room, gameplay-wise, oh my gosh, it's definitely the worst out of these ones. But story-wise, I prefer it to 3. You know? Oh, it's weird. Oh, it's not better. It's not a better game than 3. But the story-wise, I kind of something cooler about it. But the way it delivered it was a bit whack. You know, it's really fan theories online and stuff like that have got me curious about 4. The music in 4, I like. Something keeps telling me to come back to 4. You know, whether it's from a mythological point of view, I don't know. But yeah, it's got something going which appeals to me more than 3. You know, but I'm not saying it's a better game than 3, so I have to. Origins I've never freaking played, and guess what? At the moment it's like £300 if I want to play it. So, but from what I've seen online, and I've looked at all Silent Hill series a lot online over the years, to me, Silent Hill Origins was it just looked weird because it was like a PSP game, and so the way he controlled was a little too fluid and janky, so that kind of put me off. And then story-wise, it felt more like it's a portable Silent Hill, so it just feels like something you're just supposed to play on the go. You're not really supposed to get lost in and deep dive in. So for that reason, I'm going to put Origins is not better than any of these. I wouldn't say it's F, so let's put it D. You know, we'll see about the others. Homecoming. Has anybody seen my Homecoming video on YouTube? Where am I going to put Homecoming? Well, spoiler alert, I don't hate it as much as everyone else. And here's the funny thing. Haven't played Origins, so obviously it's going to be higher than that. And I even think it's a better game than Origins. I think it's better than 4. I do. I think I enjoyed it more than 3. Believe it or not, I enjoyed this one more than 3. I enjoyed it more than Silent Hill 1, if I'm honest, overall. Here's the thing. It's got loads of clunky aspects because it seems development was rushed or pushed out. Okay, that's right. Story-wise, a lot of it is all, again, kind of it's all there in potential, but it's all shoehorned in at the end because, I don't know, did they rush it or something? But as an experience, gameplay-wise, it wasn't too bad. I did enjoy it. There was tense moments. Enemies freaked me out. I was curious of the story, so I kept wanting to play to find out what the fuck's going on. So it had me hooked. You know, I can't put it above 2 because, you know, I did enjoy 2. But the funny thing is, I prefer the gameplay of Homecoming. I know, and it's not even good. It's not even a good gameplay, but I preferred the gameplay of Homecoming. And funny enough, the experience when I played Silent Hill 2 was actually like my anxiety was building, my depression was building. I was like, what the fuck? So it wasn't actually a nice experience. Homecoming was more curiosity and suspenseful, so it was a more pleasant experience than 2. But, you know, if I do that one, you know, I think people are going to go nuts. So let's just play it safe, shall we? I never play it safe, but no, I don't think it's better than 2. You know, everything's trying to copy 2 in a way. But I would say I actually preferred it to the my experience of it to the original Silent Hill. I'm not, you know, but these are art, like 1, 2, and 3 are art, you know, and Homecoming is kind of a copy Hollywood version. But I have to go on how I experienced the games, and Homecoming to me is up here as an A rank. Let's just join it with the first Silent Hill. Let's say that. I'm not saying it's as good as Silent Hill 1, but for me, experience-wise, I actually enjoyed it more than playing Silent Hill 1. And something I have to admit, just so you know, I didn't fully play Silent Hill when I was a young kid, like Resident Evil, so it didn't have the same impression of me. I always found it freaky, the art style, the music, the demo I loved. It was just disappointing that when I played it all those years later, when I finally got a hold of it, I found out that the demo was probably the best, coolest part of it, and my kind of imagination filled in blanks about the cop and that weird dragon thing that spawned out, and who the nurse is. Like, I basically, my childhood brain filled in a more interesting story than what was presented in the actual game. And I think the movie which I had watched had also made me think it's more epic than it is, so it didn't live up to that standard. I could say the same for 2. 2 was, oh my gosh, it was overhyped everywhere. You know, I played 2 in 2014, so already everyone's telling me this is the best game in survival horror, Pyramid Head, oh my god, survival horror, and James is Pyramid Head. So I'm thinking, you know, this is fucking awesome, it's got to be the best. And it didn't quite deliver, but I still liked it. And then Homecoming's the opposite, is where people really shat on it and put it down like it's the worst fucking game you've ever played. It's going to give you AIDS. And yet I played it and I kind of enjoyed it. Not a perfect game, but here we are. So, Shattered Memories, I haven't played this one. Not my style of gameplay. I'm going to put it below Origins. Oh my gosh, I think I need a new tier, you know. I don't know, we'll go with this, right? Shattered Memories is kind of between these two. Actually, let me invent a new tier. Pause 1 second. I'm going to... So guys, I just tried to make a new tier and it completely fucked up, so I have to do that shit again. Whatever, we'll just leave it as is. Okay, sip of tea while I take in downpour. And I've got some Sigur Rós music playing from Vanilla Sky. I have to put it really faint in the background because I don't know if it will do some weird copyright strike or something. But, guys, Vanilla Sky, the female actress in it, I've forgotten her name, from Something About Mary. She looks just like Maria from Silent Hill 2. What's going on? Because they were released around the same year. There's no way one was inspired by the other, but oh my gosh, Maria? Silent Hill 2? Cameron Diaz, that's the name. Vanilla Sky. What's going on there? Almost exactly the same character as well. I've said too much. Anyway. Downpour. Okay, this one I played, and I really didn't like it. Now, first I've got to say, I couldn't finish it. I could barely start it. The gameplay to me was just too fucked up. It was too open world. It was too... There wasn't anything scary about it. The curiosity wasn't there. The intrigue and the plot wasn't there. You know, I had to basically just enjoy it on YouTube because it's kind of unplayable. But that's similar to Silent Hill 4. So, I don't know. I think Origins is better, so I'm going to put Downpour in the F category. You know, sorry Downpour, you know, I think you're better than Shattered Memories, but... Like, yeah, like, it's a cool story in Downpour. Like, I do like it. But game-wise, it's just not got much going for it, you know? It didn't feel like Silent Hill. It didn't feel like survival horror. It just felt annoying to play. So, sorry about that. I should have made a new category, I think. I don't know. What can we do here? What, can I move? No, I can't. Because these are separate categories. Alright, well, maybe I'll move them at the end because I don't like this game. I don't know if it's... I mean, it's better than Downpour. But I don't like this remake because that camera is all over the fucking place. You know, like, I'm not going to say I needed it to be fixed camera angles because... Silent Hill 2 had dynamic camera angles, but there's something about it was just too action orientated. It's all this whole focus as a pipe whacking things, and that's not the reason I put the original at the top. That's probably the worst aspect of the game, and yet they made it the focus in this. And I also don't like what they did with any of the characters. The girl, the daughter, maybe she's more interesting. I'll give him that. James is more serious, but he's not supposed to be serious. The whole point is you can't figure him out. There's supposed to be a mystery to it. Angela's supposed to be bumbling and fumbly and odd. Eddie's supposed to be crazed maniac, like almost like he's a teenager because I don't want to spoil the plot for you guys, but this remake, this didn't do it justice, man. And it's Maria fucking whack. Like Maria's supposed to be the seductive, sexy anima of James. Everything he wanted Mary to be. Was she that in the remake? Well, it was just kind of boring. 1 second, there's a weird bug here. What the fuck is that? A spider or... Hold on, there's a weird bug in the room. A Silent Hill bug. Okay, strange. There's like a flying ant in the room or something. What the hell? I've opened a portal to hell. Oh my god. Okay, so... Relax, H-man. I've got a slight headache from getting up and going down too quick. Okay, let's continue this, shall we? Silent Hill F, fuck this shit. Yeah, that's all I've got to say, really. Nothing to do with Silent Hill. Shoehorned in there as a connection with the flower or some shit. This is just an action game. This is like a Demon Souls thing. Fuck that, fuck you. You don't belong on it. You don't even belong here. Should I make a new category? No, I'll put you in F. So what's this? I don't know. It says the arcade. I've never played it. You know, for things that I've got literally no idea or never, I don't feel like adding them because they jumble up the list. Like when I made the Resident Evil one, there's all these just little side games down there, and it's like, what's the point? I'll do like the main series, the spin-offs, but not like Silent Hill Arcade. Come on, man. Does that have to be on here? No. Can I delete it? No, I don't know how to do that. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, Book of Memories. So, it's alright, but it's not that amazing. It's like... It's just Capcom. Sorry, not Capcom. Konami trying to make money. That's the way I see it. Just like shit out some extra titles. Put something in there. PT. Ooh. I think if PT had actually continued as a game, definitely better than the Silent Hill for the Room. I think so. Around here, let's put it around there. It's not fair to put it above 3. But it could have been, B ranks. That's potential. Let's just put question mark, because we never really saw it. But the vibe, the feel, the people involved, it's feeling like it's up here. Okay, this thing, is this the short message, right? This is just dumb shit. This is dumb shit. This is, again, they're trying to make money, and they're trying to appeal to a Gen Z crowd of confused women, I want to say. I don't know. I'm not trying to figure out like pigeonhole people, but I'm trying to go for like what were they trying to attract? That's the only thing I can imagine. I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me as is for anyone in the Silent Hill universe or fans of it. It just felt like preachy and reachy and trying to grab a virtue signaling audience. So fuck it, it doesn't belong. It's corporate trash. I don't know what the fuck that is. What the fuck's that? Silent Hill. It just says Silent Hill. I don't know what that is. I can't include it because I don't know what that is. Silent Hill Orphan. No fucking idea. Silent Hill Mobile. No fucking idea. Oh, isn't there something missing? Oh, there's a new one. I haven't even put it here. Ascension. These are all garbage, mate. They don't belong on the list. But yeah. So that's it, guys. Aren't we missing something? I feel like weird. It feels like we're missing something. It might be the new one. What's it called? Townfall. Maybe that's not included here, but I guess it's not out yet. That's just some stupid multiple choice game. This Ascension thing. I think so. I'll just put it here as well. These I can't really comment on. And I have no idea what they are. The arcade one, obviously I'm familiar with it, but it doesn't really belong. It's just a little fun arcade game of Silent Hill 2. From what I remember. But yeah, so I'm happy with that list. Silent Hill 2. Yeah, so Silent Hill 2, S rank, yep, makes sense. It's probably the staple of the series. It pushed it into new developments of psychological horror aspects, more so than the first one. So yeah, I mean, it has to go there. It's, you know, it's an interesting game outside the franchise as well, just for what it's done. But yeah, the controversial one, obviously, Homecoming, I've put as A. But yeah, you know, it's, I just enjoyed it more than Silent Hill 3. So I, you know, and I'm not saying Silent Hill 3 is a bad game, so I have to kind of put it there. And it's not a perfect game. It is flawed like crazy. But that's the weird thing. It's flawed, and yet I enjoyed it more than 3. How does that make sense? Huh? And I was curious of the story. I was genuinely curious. I was like, what the hell's going on, man? I don't want to know. I want to know. Whereas 3, I'm just like, okay, crazy boss. Okay, something going on here. Okay, Claudia again, or whatever, the cult leader's name. So yeah, but it's very artistic, you know, so it's hard. It's kind of like this, you know, but yeah. PT potentially could be there. Silent Hill for the Room. Story, character-wise, something interesting, very cool. Gameplay-wise, really lackluster. Definitely below all of these, I think. Origins, again, I haven't played it, so I can't really say, but you know, I might have enjoyed it more than The Room, but I don't know if it's got the same story potential as The Room. So it's like, maybe it's on there, maybe it's not. We don't know. I've like, from what I've seen on YouTube, it's okay. I'll put it down here. Yeah, I'll put it down. I think it's on. It's literally, to me, on par with the remake of Silent Hill 2. So yeah, Downpour, probably one of the worst of the Western games. You know, main series games, and also just not as good as the others. You know, so like not as good as Homecoming. I don't think so, and also not as good as the classics. And I don't even think it's better than Origins. But again, character story wise, there's so much cool shit there. It's just the game is the way it delivers it. Is, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I liked it, man. I liked watching it. That's the weird thing. I like watching it. The different endings. The cupcake guy. The cop was always calling him a cupcake. Why is he calling him a cupcake? I don't know. And then yeah, fuck that. Fuck this shit. This shit's whack. This shit's whack. These, in fact, you know, I could just remove them off there, but I want people to know how shit they are, so let's put something like that, I think. Yeah, they're all shit, they're all on the end. There you go, guys, my Silent Hill ratings. And the problem with a lot of these rating lists is they just add so much junk that a whole bunch ends up down here, and it's like you've only got the peak ones up here, but this is my list. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and maybe we'll do another one sometime. Okay, bye-bye.